and again we let it rain. Please don't start us up. Got that black and white, that yin and yang. It's the overseas. Please don't search us, we don't got a thing. Tell them.
What's up guys, welcome back to another week's episode. I know last week I mentioned that we'd be meeting or introducing another 2 cars this week, but I've had some extra time on my hands just before meeting up with them, so I thought I'd shoot another video before then, putting some of the stuff in that I mentioned last week that I want to still do. So today I want to tackle the steering wheel, and then I want to test fit the console. I still need to get gauges, but I want to just check if it fits properly and swap it out with the console that's currently in there. So I'm going to fit the CTi console, I'm going to do the steering wheel, I got it over here, so I'm going to fit all of that. And then I want to do one more thing. I'm going to do this just because a lot of you guys have been asking for it, this over here. So currently I've got the orange indicators on in front, and a lot of you guys have been mentioning to get the clear one, so I'm going to be doing that. The look I was going for is like an old school OEM plus, but I'm going to give it a try, see how it looks. There's no harm in changing it. You guys asked for it, so I'll give you guys what you wanted, so we'll be doing that today. First things first, I want to clean up the console. You can see it collected quite a bit of dust while it was in storage, so I just want to give it a clean with probably just a wet cloth, and then I need to get some more of those black back Maguires, and I just want to put that on just to maybe get the black to pop again. And then I'm going to replace the gauges. You can see it's not even the same gauges, so I want to get a set of gauges. I'm not going to use fuels because the car has a fuel gauge in already, but I'll leave it in for now as I'm just going to be test fitting it to see if it fits and everything, and then I will have to remove it to replace the gauges anyway. So I'm going to clean that up and then we can try and fit it. I'm just going to remove the gauges so I can clean in between these areas over here as well. Like these areas I can get in and clean it nicely as well. So I gave it a clean with some soapy water, and it got it a little bit more cleaner, but you can still see there's marks on here and it's a bit dull, a little bit like white, you can see. So I went out and I got some Maguires. This is just to try and restore it and get that black color to come out a bit more. So I'm going to apply that and then see how it looks afterwards. That's just one application so far, and you can already see the difference. There's a noticeable difference. You can see all that marks are gone now and the black is a bit more darker, so I'm happy with that. I'm just going to let that dry, and then I'm going to give it another 1 or 2 more applications. While we wait for that to dry, I'm just going to remove the current center console, and then also we can do the steering wheel and the indicator lenses. I'm just going to replace the lenses. I'm not going to replace the whole indicator light. It's fairly cheap, it's like 60 Rand each for these, so it's a quick simple thing. It's probably going to give it a bit of a more modern look, and if I don't like it, if I'm not happy, I can always just change it back to the orange ones. It's very simple, quick and easy. Yeah, 60 Rand at exclusive. All you'll need is a screwdriver, star screwdriver, these 2 over here, and it should flip out. Put the second one on, I just want to show you guys the difference between the two with both on at the moment. It's just a quick simple 60 Rand mod that can turn you from a, I wouldn't say old, but a old spec or a bit of an old look to a more modern look. And there you can see the difference. So the left is the one with the amber or orange, and then this one over here is the one I just put in now. So My main concern was how it would look with the CTi wheel, going for the old school look, but I'm actually quite surprised it came out fairly decent. I'm still leaning a bit more towards this look, like an old school look, but once it's on we can decide. Let me know in the comments below what you guys prefer. There we go, we've got both on. I don't know, I'm still leaning towards the orange. I like the look because I feel now it's a bit too modern, if that makes sense. But yeah, you guys asked me to put it on, so I'll put it on for you guys and I will ride with it like that for a while. I might eventually turn back unless this grows on to me, but for now we're gonna leave it as is and I'm gonna change the steering wheel. This is the steering wheel that's currently on here. It's not too bad of a condition except for the center over here. You can see it's a bit worn. This pops out and you could probably replace that, but I just like the feel of the CTi one. It looks a bit more sporty and it's slightly smaller than this. So I'll just pop this off, pop the other one on, and then I will remove the center console and we can fit the other one. So we ran into a bit of an issue yesterday with the steering wheel. When I initially bought the CTi wheel, it didn't come with a ring on at the back, and I thought I'd be able to use the one on the original steering wheel that we got on. Unfortunately it doesn't fit, and yesterday we tried phoning around to get one, but obviously being old we couldn't find one. I tried Exclusive, I tried GTi Spares, even phoned parents with a part number and they couldn't help us out, so we decided that we're going to just modify the one on the original one to make it fit. Well, this is the original one that just came off and this is the ring that fits in here. Unfortunately the CTi one didn't come with that ring, so this original one that fits on the original steering doesn't actually fit in here. It's a little bit too high and it doesn't clip in perfectly over there. If you compare it to the way this one fits, it doesn't fit the same. So what we decided to do is take a grinder and we're going to grind this down a little bit for it to sit flush, and hopefully that will do the difference, because you can see how this one sits. The lip over here, it's much higher than this one over here, so hopefully if we can get that one down, then we can use this one again and it should fit in there flush. And there we go, that seemed to have done the trick. So the ring clips in nice and flush on the wheel, so it fits perfectly. There's no more movement or play in it anymore, so I'm happy with that. It seemed to have worked. We also ended up cutting a bit there was like a groove on top of the ring on the one side. We ended up cutting that also to make it fit. So yeah, it seemed to have worked. It fits flush. All we're gonna do now is fit it in and then see how it looks.
A few moments later.
So clearly I haven't made videos in a while because I completely forgot to film that whole process of installing that, but everything is fitted and I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. So I'll show you guys how it looks. Everything fits perfectly, bearing in mind that I did say I'm going to just fit the test fit the console because I still need to get the gauges, but I'm leaving it in for now, and when I get the gauges I'll take it out, fit the gauges and then bolt it in properly. And there we go, that's how it looks. You can see it is a little bit smaller and it gives that sportier look, the CTi wheel, and that's why I really liked it and I'm really happy with it. It's not in a bad condition apart from this over here. So I'll take this off and then I'll just give it a paint with a small paintbrush with some silver paint. I want to still do that, the small little things, but I'll do that in another video. And then over here, this is the console. How nice does it look? After putting this in with these gauges, I really like the look of the white one, so I think I might get aftermarket ones with the white gauges. The three, I'll probably get the voltage, the oil pressure and the oil temp, but I think I'm gonna go for the white ones. What do you guys think, the white or the black? Like I said, it's only fitted temporarily, so it still needs to be screwed in on the side over there and there as well. And then yeah, I thought I wasn't going to make it work with the gear lock, but luckily I managed to get that to work and fit in there as well. This, don't mind this, this is in extremely bad condition, but that I will sort out soon. I'd actually like to get the golf ball, the original golf ball from VW. It's hard to find, but hopefully I can find that. And then obviously the boot I want to replace as well, maybe get like a Velocity boot on here. And then I also lost this cover somewhere, so I'm either gonna get that cover, or I'm gonna see if I can make the new spec Citi Golf 1 fit in there. I'm not 100% sure if it does fit, but I'm going to try, see if it works. I'm extremely happy with how it turned out. I'm over the moon. It fits perfectly. I thought it wasn't going to work a couple of times when I first ran into the issue with the steering wheel. I also struggled to get the original console out. There was one screw I couldn't get to, but we eventually got it out and we made everything fit, and it's looking really nice. I'm extremely happy. The next thing obviously I want to do is the small finer things. Obviously I'm talking about elevating and pushing that notion, so small details that makes a huge difference. I want to do that, the gauges, the small little silver part on the steering wheel, and then the boot and the gear knob. Other than that, I just need to get the seats, the CTi seats. I really like a CTi seat, or possibly the Velocity seat, and then just upholster that with the leather and cloth interior, and also do the door cards. And then I think the interior should be complete to my spec and what I'd like, and can just focus a bit more on exterior stuff and tune up the motor a bit more, and then I think we should be good to go, and the car possibly will be complete by then, possibly. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for this week's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.
Back on deck on my